it. Hi everyone. How do I fix this? Why do I always make it mistakes? Yeah. Yeah, it's live. Do you know how I can, do I have to redo this? Ah! What do I look like? What do I look like? What do I look like? Hi, son. I'm laughing at my thumbnail. Oh my gosh. Hi there. Hi, LaShanta. Grace. Is it good though? Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Whew. I guess I could just leave it. Is it fine, y'all? Can you hear me? Ah. Hi, Broed. Hi, Emma. Hi, neighbor. Hi, Miss Yohi. Yes, so I see some people complaining of chills and body aches. How are you feeling? Well, here is very sore. Like going up above my head. Ow. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, thank you, thank you. Ooh, Grace has been studying. Yay, that's good. I've got my stuff here. You know, I was actually contemplating if I should study or not. And if you're studying, I guess I should, right? But I'm in my pajamas because there's no shame on this channel here. I took a nap. I got my vaccine this morning at 7:47. So I got my vaccine at 7:47, and then they watch you for 15 minutes, and then so at 8:02 I could leave. So that's what happened. LaShanta, I'm studying pediatrics. Studying for pediatrics board exam. So it's kind of like a repetition of abdomen, but they also put stuff about pediatrics, like the hip, intussusception, appendicitis, spines, brain. Brain and spine are like 5 chapters. It's very long, very long. Grace, also the day after my second dose, I had to call into work the next day. I felt like I had the flu. Oh, well, I'm assuming you feel better. I do work tomorrow. I work at 7 a.m. And in Vegas, it's raining, and the weather thingy says like mixed of rain and snow. So I'm like, hopefully tomorrow it'll be slow. I'm at the outpatient place, so. Adora, hello. I hope your arm feels better soon. Oh, thank you. I hope so too. So my first dose, it actually went away in like 2 days. It was really weird to me. It like just, boom, disappeared. It was like weird. Miss Yohi, I'm in pajamas most of the day. Most days. Heck yeah. Literally, I forgot how to dress up and I forgot how to wear clothes. I need help, you guys. I need to figure out how to wear clothes. Rochelle, hey, so happy that medical staff are finally getting vaccinated. Yes, me too. Thanks for being here. Sanji said same. Oh yeah, pajamas are the best. I'm literally just always in whatever. I'm in pajamas or scrubs, like literally. Hi Patricia. Welcome. LaShanta, I started shadowing this month. I got to see a paracentesis. So exciting. Yes, how'd you feel about it? Was it weird? Was it weird seeing a paracentesis? Those are very common. Emma, when are you getting Valentine's nails? Probably in like a week and a half or 2. If you can see these. They're not grown out yet. The light makes them look really blue, but they're not this blue. They're actually darker. I don't know if you guys can hear my dad. He's literally playing Justin Bieber music downstairs in the living room. Vinyl. Oh, Vinny! It's raining here. Vinyl 2E. It's raining here in Inland Empire too. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's raining outside. Let's look. Oh, well, it's not raining right now. It's just dark. It's dark out there. Sanji, ooh, they're cute. Thank you. So for Valentine's Day, I'll probably get like red or pink or white or something. LaShanta, no, it wasn't weird, but it definitely made me realize how many different things sonographers actually do. Yes, we do so much. So much that people have no idea that we do. So you must be, are you in a hospital or are you in an outpatient place? Miss Yohi, you have such pretty hands. Oh, thank you. I don't know. I wash them a lot. They can get really dry. And because hand sanitizer in the hospital, we use that a lot. And I should probably use much more lotion, but I don't. But I have CeraVe lotion. Hand modeling. Never thought of that. I wonder how much they get paid. I got my tea here. It's from the Disneyland Diamond Celebration, the 60th anniversary. So that's the back, and this is the front. Oh, look here, I'll hand model for you. They look very dainty. Ooh. I'm in a hospital. I applied for my program this spring, so I'm getting my volunteer hours in now. Oh, so are you volunteering but not in the program yet, but they let you volunteer? Oh, that's so cool, because a lot of people have had a hard time getting volunteer hours and stuff. That's so cool. So happy for you, because a lot of people are having a hard time finding like volunteering or shadowing and stuff. Grace, I work as a tech in the surgical trauma unit, and I got to see an ultrasound being done on one of my patients. It was so cool. Cannot wait to start school. Ooh, yay! So you're already in the medical field. A tech in the surgical trauma unit. What do you do in there? What do you do? Do you see a lot of weird things? Yeah, we do go to, you know, surgery. We go to trauma. We go to, you know, OR. We have like traumatical surgical suites, and then we have trauma bay in the ER. Sometimes we have to, you know, most of the time we bring our ultrasound machines there. So Emma, good luck. LaShanta, yes, good luck. That's so exciting. Vinyl, cute mug, thank you. Vinyl, is it vinyl? Vinyl 2E? Am I saying it wrong? I can't speak English well. Rochelle, any advice looking for your students looking into DMS programs? What should I look for? So you're currently looking still? You know, pretty much what I'd say is find a program that fits like your requirements, which is, you know, one, you need to figure out if you're going to be general, or if you're going to be an echo tech, or if you're going to want to do vascular. Some people only do vascular by itself. Now, some programs offer echo and vascular. Some programs offer general and vascular together. So depending on what you want, you have to look at those programs. And yes, like Miss Yohi says, accredited is a definite must. You know, just make sure that the program will let you sit for the ARDMS board exams after. So a lot of people email the directors, or they'll email the advisors, the counselors, and they'll be like, hey, can I sit for the ARDMS board exam after I take ultrasound physics or something? See each program's requirements. Definitely see what fits you best. It's also really good if you can find someone who's went to that program. So definitely look for those things. I went to a non-accredited school because I was doing a bachelor's program, and it's a whole long story between non-accredited and accredited, but pretty much your best bet is an accredited school, so caahep.org, and also look at ardms.org for all the information on schools. Definitely see if other people have gone to these schools that you're going to apply to. Emma, it's nice to go into an accredited program. Yep. LaShanta, yes, it was extremely difficult to find. I have to drive 2 hours away, but it just so happens it's in the same city of the program I'm applying for, so hopefully it works out well. Ooh, oh my gosh, 2 hours? How many days are you there for? And like, are you there 2 days, 3 days? 2 hours away. That's dedication. So they will see that dedication, and hopefully it does work out. And, you know, make sure, that's really cool that you're there. Make sure you have connections. You talk to the ultrasound techs. You ask them if you can put them like as a reference, if, you know, if they're that nice. Make sure you are able to get like networking throughout that area and put it on your resume. That's really good. Good job. Good job. Grace, I see so much. I help nurses with a lot. I get to see GSW, so gunshot wounds, attempted suicides, yes, that's scary and sad also. MVC, which is motor vehicle crash, I believe. It could be interchanged with like MVA, right? And so much more. I love the hospital experience. I love it too. So you know what's interesting? After I graduated, you know, I was working at an outpatient place and I also worked in a hospital. I did all my clinicals in a hospital. So I did outpatient, did hospital. I am going into my 4th year and I still like hospital more. Like, I still like hospital more, even though it can be like really difficult at times. Being at the outpatient place, it's just like, it's a little bit more tedious, you know, and you're on a timed schedule. But if you like that, they have really good schedules. They have mostly holidays off. They usually don't work on the weekends. But I definitely love the hospital experience. I'm a hospital person through and through. Well, we'll see in like 10 years how I feel. Vinyl, Vinny. I'm going to a non-accredited program. Only have 3 months left, but signing up for the bachelor's. I'm going to try for the ARRT. Good. Yeah, if you go to a non-accredited program, apparently you may need to take the ARRT and you may need to have experience for 1 year. Every like non-accredited program is different, but also just if you choose a program, make sure you know for sure what the steps are after. If you have to take an ARRT exam and then get an experience at somewhere for a year, you know, if that's what you have to do, like do it. I mean, if people have been successful, why not? It might be a little bit harder, but even at the end of the day, sometimes some people have to do it. So I applaud you for doing that, and I applaud you for going for the bachelor's. So if you have a bachelor's, you can sit for ARDMS right away, apparently. That's what they said. Emma, what kind of tea is that? Oh, this is green tea, I believe from Bigelow. Yeah, Bigelow green tea with wild blueberry and acai. Do y'all say acai or acai? Acai. Is it blurry? It's blurry. It's blurry. It's acai, blueberry, and acai. I actually didn't know it was that. I was trying to aim for the just regular green tea one, but it's actually not bad. It's not bad. LaShanta, yes, I stay for 2 days at a time. Okay, that's good. I'm going to total 70 hours by May, and thank you for the advice. I'm working really hard. I've watched all your videos. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. So you definitely probably got some tips from them, and you're probably a really good worker, and you're definitely probably asking them if they need any help. What are some things that you do as a volunteer? I'm curious, because are you in the ultrasound department itself volunteering? Like, is it with the department in ultrasound? Are you going with them to scan patients, or are you helping them? Like, because I know you're just volunteering, so are you just like helping them fill bottles or clean up the rooms? Grace, I feel like will want to work more in a hospital setting. I love traumas and inpatient scenarios. They are so interesting. Yes, I so agree. I definitely agree, because while it's like, you know, and outpatient patients are what they call walkie-talkies. They can walk right in, they can talk to you, they can hold their breaths for the most part. They can roll on their sides. You know, a lot of them have pathology, like stuff that most outpatient places are following. Like, so they're following it like 1 year, and they need a 1-year follow-up, or they need a 6-month follow-up. Like, you'll get to know these patients. There are patients who come in for a paracentesis twice a week, and they know them, and you know, they know their family and stuff like that. So, you know, if you like that, that's great too. You form, you know, friendships with your patients, and you get to see them and know them more. Versus in the hospital, you kind of do have that, because sometimes some patients come often. Like, we get paracentesis patients often as well, or we get patients who come like once a month, unfortunately, who have stuff going on with them, or like once every so often. There are patients who've had like 8 abdomens. I remember she had like 8 abdomen completes, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But you know, you get to know these people. But the hospital setting is like way more intense. It's like you see way more pathology, way more abnormalities, way more crazy things. you learn so much more. Not that you're not going to learn a lot in outpatient, because you will learn how to take really good, really nice pictures in the outpatient facility, but in the hospital you learn like what a good picture is versus a bad picture, but what a quality image is. And then like when a patient's really hard, you have to learn how to take the image regardless of how it looks. As long as you get the answer and as long as you're able to get what you need, you know, you have to learn how to do your best. I mean, that goes for both ways, but hospitals like way different than outpatient, like way different. Oh, Emma, are you guys in Discord? Yeah, you guys should join the Discord because we talk all the time. Emma is one of the moderators in there, and a lot of these people are in the Discord. We talk all things ultrasound, but not even just ultrasound, motivational stuff. We talk about food because we like food and Disney. What else do we talk about? I'll post announcements when people are hiring. I posted like when jobs are hiring out here in Vegas, or I'll post when jobs are hiring all over the United States. There's information in there on websites, ARDMS, schools. Everyone talks to each other, and many people are from all over the world. All over the world. And yes, Emma, literally everything. We talk about everything. Grace, no, I'm not. You can for sure add me. Yay. Adora, what is it like working during the pandemic? How did the work environment change? Okay, so the pandemic, obviously, we still do the same ultrasound exams that we did before, but now it's like, you know, some things are a little bit different where the point is like you are mandatory. Like before, you didn't have to mandatorily wear masks, and obviously now you have to wear a mask all the time. You have to wear a face shield. There's a lot more, you know, patients, and you know, a majority of the hospitals are filled with those kinds of patients. It's really sad because a lot of places are halting the regular procedures and the regular like outpatient stuff, so a lot of people are being pushed back with their exams and stuff. But as far as ultrasound goes, we're just getting way more bilateral lower extremity venuses to check for blood clots, and a lot more pleural effusions because a lot of these patients have fluid in their chest area around their lungs, the pleural cavity, and a lot of those patients, you know, are coughing, they have pneumonia, and we have to gown up, we have to be really safe. There's way more precautions now than there were before. But as far as the job goes, it's pretty much the same. You're just like extra clean. You're cleaning your machines in between every single patient before and after. It's not like we weren't before, but now it's like way more intense. You know, your rooms are extra clean because you don't know who's coming in that has it and who doesn't, who has like asymptomatic, you know, like if they're asymptomatic, then you don't know if they're like coming in your room, and what if they have it and you had no idea. So you just have to be really careful. But for the most part, you know, the beginning of the pandemic was really hard because everyone was really scared and it was really intense. I didn't work for 3 months, but a lot of the people that did, they only worked for so long because it was actually much more slower. Okay, let's look. Lashanta, yes, I'm shadowing the ultrasound supervisor in the ultrasound department. Ooh, yay, that's amazing. That is amazing. You know, if everyone can do that, you guys, please do that. Shadow the ultrasound department. Shadow a technologist that's in an outpatient facility. Shadow anyone who does ultrasound. That is like the most major thing you can put on your resume and you can talk about to the program directors. If you have an interview, you can have them write you a letter of recommendation. All these things that will really help you. So good job. Help set up the supplies for the paras, interacting with some patients, and mainly observing and stocking. That's awesome, because now you know pretty much what it's about and what we do, and you're not going to have any surprises when you go into the field, because, you know, when I was a student, I had no idea what clinicals would be like. I didn't look at YouTube videos. I just kind of went with it, went with the flow, and I had no idea. So now look at us being able to like make YouTube videos and show you guys stuff. Lashanta, I've seen a scrotum, vaginal, vascular, and abdomen scan so far. I'm just trying to learn what I can do and prepare for the actual interview. Good. You are gonna learn so much. So much. And you know, scrotums, while they can be really hard, they're actually pretty simple. Like if you're scanning a renal, or like if you're scanning thyroid. So thyroid, renal, and scrotums. Basically what you're doing is doing a sweep through, lateral, medial, and then superior, inferior, color flow. You know, some places Doppler the testicles, some places don't. The renals, it's the same thing. You just put color flow, make sure, you know, you're sweeping through and seeing things and getting the images. And those exams are actually much easier than people think they are. Emma, today we talked about skincare stuff. Yes, I got new skincare stuff. I just took a shower, but I didn't try the new skincare stuff because I'm going to try it later on before I go to bed. How do I get added to the Discord? Emma says you can send Giselle a DM or email. Yes. Yes, Brittany. So on Instagram, I'm at LOL Giselle, or a lot of people don't have Instagram, which I'm surprised. Many people have emailed me to get into the Discord, so you can email me at lolgiselle@gmail.com. Vinyl. I work in a hospital as a CNA. We wipe down everything, have to wear mask and protective eyewear our entire shift. Yes, exactly. And it's exactly what we do too. I think everyone does that. And, you know, it's pretty much the same as before. Just, you know, be way more cautious. Know what you're doing. Know what you're touching. Like, don't touch your face. Don't touch your face. Like, don't touch your nose, don't touch your eyes, don't touch your mouth, don't bite your nails. You guys, don't bite your nails. I grew up all my life biting my nails. And then I started getting my nails done. And then I stopped biting my nails. So, I know it's hard because, you know, I would usually bite my nails if I was, like, nervous or if I was anxious or if I was bored. Biting nails is very common, but it's really bad for you. Hi, Jenny. Shout out to you. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to don't forget to hit the like button. Every single time I do a live, you guys, I mess something up. Like this live is now up and down. It's up and down. Son, sorry I disappeared. Haha, I'm back. Yay. Hi, welcome back. What you doing today, son? What time is it there? Is anyone else studying? Is anyone else eating dinner? I just had steak. I know Emma had steak too. I literally just had steak. I woke up and my dad had made steak, so. Adora, I heard that your wrist could get sore or hurt. Do you have any tips for that? Yes, so your wrists definitely can get sore and hurt, especially if you're pushing really, really hard on a large patient. If you're, you know, moving the probe a certain way. My tip for you is literally be careful and watch how you're scanning these patients. You know, sometimes you're scanning these patients and trying to get something so badly, you're not focusing on your wrist, you're not focusing on your ergonomics, so make sure you're focusing on your ergonomics. If the patient is, you know, in a position where they're like so far away from you, do your best to either like ask the nurse if they can help you move the patient closer to you, or if you can ask your student that's with you, or if you can ask another tech that's with you. Like, you don't have to do everything alone. If you're, you know, in a hospital, there's nurses there that'll help you, CNAs. There's other people like lab that might be in there, or respiratory. You can ask anyone to help you, but I would say ask the nurse to help you because it's their patient. But, you know, we all help each other, and focus on your wrists. Make sure you stretch. Like I do this all the time. I do this all the time. Am I stretching my arm and my wrist? Stretch like this. One, sore. It's gonna be so worse tomorrow, you guys. It's gonna be so worse tomorrow. But when you like, ow. So what you're gonna do is like hold something and stretch your shoulder, stretch your arm, your forearm. Do these stretches. Holy moly. Stretches like this. See, my left arm's not too bad, but my right arm. So yeah, do a lot of stretches. Make sure you're focusing on how you're scanning. Holding the probe is very important. Here's my remote. If I have a probe and I'm doing vascular, I see you, Emma, I would hold the probe like this. As close to the patient as I can, pinky holding down, helping me turn my wrists and stuff. Same with carotid. because what you're doing with vascular is very, very minimal movements. You're literally not going to be like, ah, blah, blah, blah. You're going to be just like, boop, boop, boop. It's all about angling. It's all about moving a little bit. So the only reason why you'd be like moving a lot is when you're doing abdomen, really. So make sure you're focused on how you're holding the transducer. If you're doing a testicular patient, place a sheet or a towel that's gonna be able to help you rest your arm comfortably. I mean, honestly, it might be weird for you, but it will be comfortable for you. You need to learn how to scan comfortably, because if you don't scan comfortably, you will hurt your arm, you will hurt your wrist, you will hurt your shoulder. And lots of people who have musculoskeletal problems, you know, they either been scanning for a long time, didn't really focus on ergonomics, blah, 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 blah. this is my ultrasound pro. Woo! What my program director said was use an orange and a pencil, and, you know, use the pencil, practice like this. I know you guys can hear it, huh? Use the orange and the pencil and practice on turning on the orange without the orange rolling away. So if the orange rolls away, you're not steady. You need to have steady hands, and you need to like learn how to move the probe. Now I'm thinking about this pen. You know, but it's better to use a pen because you're gonna practice how to hold it, and or a pencil, you know. Yeah. So practice, practice, practice. Even when you get a probe or a chance to hold the probe, practice with the probe. Oh, thank you, Emma. Yeah, I forgot to tell everyone that I was going live, like right now. Hi, Lauren. Woo, Lord's here. Son, haha, thanks, it's 1:51. Up to nothing today. Up to nothing. Yeah, me and Chef Babe went to get crepes, and then we went to Ulta, and then we went to get boba, and then I came home and napped because I was really tired. And it's raining, and raining makes me tired, you guys. I don't know why. Yay, Discord PM. Hi, Jenny again. Thank you for being here. Miss Yohi asked, do scans have to be done right-handed? They don't have to be. If you want to learn with your left hand, you know, that's, if you want to, go ahead, might as well, right? But you know, the thing about scanning with your right hand is that the machine typically goes on the patient's right side, and you typically are going to have the notch. There's a notch on the probe, and it's going to be facing the right side. So here I am on the patient's right. I'm going to scan with my right hand, and you know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to scan. That's how typically we do it. We can scan backwards. So when I do a left arm, I scan on the patient's left side. I'm looking this way with the machine, and the patient's head is right here, but my notch is to the patient's right. So it gets kind of confusing when you start to like scan backwards. I know that you said that you're predominantly left hand. So what you're going to do is, if you want to scan with your left hand, your machine's going to have to go on the patient's left, and you can scan them. That's fine, you can scan them, but just remember your notch is facing the patient's right. You need to make sure that the indicator is facing that way, your machine is correct, and that you're doing trans and sag correctly. You know, you can scan with your left hand. Actually, a lot of echo techs scan with their left hands. They're taught to scan with their left hands because I believe they, you know, the heart's on the left side, so they scan on the patient's left. But as a tech, you can literally scan with either hand. I've had to scan with my left hand before because I couldn't move the big machine into the room. There's just too much stuff, and I was like, this is going to be quick. I'm just going to scan with my left hand. So sometimes you just scan with your left hand if you have to. You'll just have to train your right hand how to type on the machine. It's weird because I'm so used to typing on the machine with my left hand. And then, but, you know, it feels so funny and awkward when I type with my right hand, but it doesn't matter. If whatever's best and comfortable for you, they will most likely teach you how to scan with your right hand if you do general. Brittany, I have a bachelor's and master's in a non-medical field, but have recently come across this career field and it interests me so much. Yes, I love that. Bachelor's and master's is amazing. You can pretty much sit for ARDMS. That's amazing. So good job on your bachelor's and master's. I give you props. Like, I want to do master's, but I'm scared. And then like I was thinking about doing PA, but I'm also like, do I want to go back to school? I don't know. Emma, I know I stopped doing it. La 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 la. My dad. Oh, it's not that loud. I just hear Miss Alicia Keys. Yep, he's like blasting that YouTube up down there. Chef Babe's in the house. Yeah, so you're predominantly left-handed. Yeah, so you know, if you want to do that, it's really cool if you can scan with both hands. So if you learn with your left and then practice with your right, or if you learn with your right and practice with your left, there's no difference. Just make sure everything is correct in the way that you're holding the probe, because you need to make sure when you're, you know, doing stuff, it's in the correct direction. So like Sag and Trans. Adora, OMG, I remember going to Nevada. It was super duper cold for me because I'm so used to California weather. Ooh, what? Really cold? What's the weather in California? I mean, I personally think California is colder. But then again, it's very cold here. So I don't know. What do you think? I love California mornings. Like, whenever I go to Disneyland or go visit family, or I mean, or friends, but I'm pretty much there for Disneyland. I love the morning. It's so like crisp, and the air is like nice. Versus here, it's just so hot. Oh, I missed something. Oh, she's music education and vocal performance. Oh, that's awesome. Actually, there's another girl in our Discord where she was a musician, or is a musician, and then she's now going for ultrasound. So that's really cool. Miss Yohi, I've had so many scans done, pregnancies and liver issues, and they've always been right hand, so I was curious. Yeah, majority of people scan right-handed. It's kind of just how it goes, because when you learn anatomically, in lab, in class, in school, everything has to do with everything being on the right side, and just the heart on the left side. But, you know, like I said, if you do echo, you will probably scan with your left hand and stand on the left side of the patient. Ryan Gibbs. Hi from Croatia. Ooh, hello. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. Adora. So, how long have you been in California for? And then Miss Yohi, I know you've had so many scans done. Did you learn from any of them? Did any of your techs let you know anything, or were they like, shh, we can't tell you? You know how they do. Brittany, since my degrees aren't in anything medical, would you recommend me taking basics at a community college, like anatomy, physics, etc.? Yes. 100% yes. And if you do that, though, make sure that those classes will transfer over. Like, because some schools don't let them transfer over. And you have to make sure that they do transfer over, because some schools are all about that money and they want you to have those classes, you know, from that program or that school. So just make sure, you know, a lot of times community college transfers will transfer. I remember my high school credits transferred to the CSN. I went to CSN for a few classes, and those CSN classes transferred to something happened on my screen. And my CSN classes transferred to UNLV. So make sure you know, are able to transfer those classes. Can you guys still see me? Maybe it's just my Wi-Fi. Oh, is it just my Wi-Fi? Yep, guess so. So yeah, so if you can take anatomy or physiology, anatomy and physiology, or physics, or whatever you need, like English classes, like basic prereqs, if you can take that from another school, definitely try to do that, because that'll save you money and some time. Make sure you make sure they can take them though. Adora, I lived in California for my whole life. The weather here is kind of bipolar, but it gets so hot in the summer. Yeah, I love California, but I honestly can't see myself living there. It's just so expensive. So expensive. It's my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi. Uh-oh, I'm not connected to the internet. Un momento. Oh, here we go. I'm back. I'm back. Emma's back too. Okay, so they explained to me part of the machine and what they were doing, showed me the locations of baby's parts, and my liver, it was enlarged because of enzymes, and he tried explaining it to me. Oh, you had a really cool ultrasound tech. You know, if I can say something, then I will, like, you know, explaining things that aren't going to, like, diagnose you. If I can explain what I'm doing and somebody asks me, I definitely will. I mean, if it's something that's not gonna, you know, affect what the doctor says to you, I will be able to say it. But, you know, some people need that calming, you know, person to talk to. And if I explain to him, like, oh, I'm just looking at your kidneys, or we're just making sure there's blood flow in your aorta, or, you know, this is your liver, you know, that's what we're looking at. Obviously, I can't tell you, like, what's going on or what's wrong, but I'll just do that. Like, I'll just be like, hey, here's this. Some of them are, like, thankful. They're like, oh, thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate it. You know, it makes me feel better. And it's not really me doing much. It's just me saying, like, okay, I'm going to do this ultrasound of your legs. Just going to make sure you don't have any blood clots. You know, you may have some swelling and edema, but sometimes it might just be from you walking a lot. It could be from sitting down for periods of time. Like, give them little explanations that they, you know, once you get better, you know, obviously you can give them some explanations, and once you understand things, you know, a lot of times I'll just explain to them a little bit. Yes, definitely come join us in the Discord. It is really fun, and a lot of people can ask. They can ask anything they want, and everyone's so nice and they answer. Lots of people in there, like, don't even know if they want to do ultrasound. Some of them are like, ultrasound nursing, ultrasound MRI, ultrasound x-ray. Like, you can definitely learn from a lot of the people in here. So it's really good to do, and join and be a part of a networking thing, because ultrasound, it's all about networking, I believe. Missy Yohi doing yoga now. I want to do yoga. I still haven't done it, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm so slacky. Lashanta, is there anything else you can recommend that would help my application stand out? So, in order to make your application stand out, what I would say is you should obviously, like, write down the things that you've seen, things that you've done, all the volunteer work you've done, how many hours, where it was. Definitely get some references. Do a what's it called, like a cover letter. Also, with that cover letter, you know, explain your passion, your inspiration, why you're motivated. You know, not a long thing, but just like a paragraph or something. And then also see if you can get a reference from someone. Definitely, you know, put your talents and skills on there if you know how to use computers. I would say at your volunteer place, maybe ask them to show you a little bit how the machine works, so you already got some knowledge of that, and then you can write down that you, like, kind of know how to use that machine. Like, you can write down that specific machine they have and say that you've seen it and you've kind of played with it before. That would be really good for them to see. Definitely anything. In our Discord, actually, we have a chat that's like resume and interview tips. So when you join the Discord, definitely ask us in there. You know, you can show us your resume. There's some resume examples in there, and we can help you out with that. Help building your resume. You should make a video on, like, what you can and can't tell a patient unless you already have one like that. I don't have one, like, specifically for that. Like, there was one where someone asked me, and it's just, like, in one of my videos where I answered a question. But I can do, like, a specific one, like, what you can tell them, what you can't tell them. So I can do that. Let me put it in my list of things. Remind me later. List of YouTube video ideas, because I have one on my phone. Brittany, great, thank you. Are the programs only at 4-year universities? I know you mentioned some can be a 2-year program in one of your videos. Yeah, so they can be 2 years. They can be 2 years, 4 years. Associate's degrees, there are certifications, but I wouldn't recommend those. But I mean, some people have succeeded with that. So, you know, me personally, I would recommend an associate's or a bachelor's degree. 2-year program is just as good. If you're planning on just scanning and, you know, only being a technologist for the time being, and then, like, you know, maybe later on you want to go to bachelor's, you know, you can do that, but you make the same amount of money as someone as an associate's and a bachelor, so it doesn't matter which one you go to. Da, da, da. Brittany, I go to a community college. I think I'll be there for a total of 3 years. Yeah, because sometimes you're not going to just take 2 years. Sometimes you can't get into a class. Sometimes the class is full. Sometimes you have to retake a class. I mean, I think I retook anatomy physiology, and then I retook kinesiology. I also retook math. I'm not good at math, you guys. I think I've said that in one of my videos. But then I went to study hours. And the teacher really, really helped me, and I passed the second time. So do what you gotta do to pass the classes. Cherish, my program was accelerated, so we had 2 years shoved into 19 months. I don't recommend. Ooh, dang. 2 years in 19 months. And how did that go? I know you don't recommend it, but like, how did that go? And is that associates or is that a certificate? How'd that work? Was it expensive? Was it cheaper? You know? Brittany, okay, oh wow, Cherish, that's crazy. I wouldn't want to rush the process for sure, especially since I would need to work while being a student again. Yes, so please don't try to rush it. You know, this field will be growing. In 5 years, 10 years, we'll still need technologists. And, you know, after I posted my last video, which is me taking 6 years to do this, to finally like do something that I love to do, I posted it on Facebook groups, and many, many people graduated in their late 30s, their late 40s. There are some in their 50s. There is a technologist who is still 70, and she works part-time. So if you're capable and able to, you know, age is just a number, and nothing should stop you from doing something that's fun and you love, because if the program is 2 to 4 years, let's say 2 to 5 years, maybe 6 at the most, and you're 30, you'll still be 36, and you know, you guys, retiring age is like what, 67? What is it now? 65? I don't know. I just know retiring age is like way up there. And you can work as a tech for 10 years. You can work as a tech part-time, per diem. You can work 1 day a week. You can make extra change on the side. This degree makes pretty good money, pretty good money. And there's a lot of opportunities where you can go out there, scan mobily. You know, hospitals like per diem techs, hospitals like on-call techs. It's pretty cool. So yeah, you'll be okay. Don't rush. Morgan, just turned in my application for fall of 2021. Yay! That's exciting. So happy for you. Good luck. Yes, Emma said we're cheering for you. So exciting. Good luck. I know that it's really hard to get in. Did you have to do an interview, or like, are you gonna have to do an interview, or like, how did your process work, Morgan? I would like to know. Emma applies in the fall. Yes. And Emma is a new grad from high school, so congratulations. Let's see. Good luck, Morgan. Yes. Oh, Mariah. Hi, just winging it. You guys, go to her channel. Go to Just Winging It's channel. And her Instagram, she posts like amazing photos of food. Just Winging It. She's really funny. She's been here from the beginning since I started my channel. So definitely go check out Just Winging It, because she's great. Vinyl. Mine is accelerated too. It's an associate's. Each class was like 5 weeks. A lot of work, but I don't regret it. I want to give you a high five. See, you can do it. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Yeah, you guys, tell me what you're doing. General, echo, vascular, all the above. Adora, I didn't realize how competitive it was here because the program I'm going for requires a 2-year direct patient care program beforehand. Yeah. There's a lot of programs that require you to have already patient care like behind your belt. So like 2-year CNA, or maybe 2-year like MA, or 2-year, I don't know, something else, 2-year medical. And that's so interesting, but I guess they just, you know, they're competitive. It's maybe for people who want to switch over their careers and are like wanting something new, which is, you know, at least you know you've had the experience, and maybe they just want to choose those students and know for sure that you know how the medical field works. So I don't knock those programs. I know they're available and they're there, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, I have to do 2 year CNA," but it's not for every program. It's just certain programs. So are you planning on, wait, Adora, do you have 2 year direct patient care? Cherish, I finished it. It was an associate's, much more expensive. I managed to work full time while attending, but felt like a zombie. It was worth it to finally be done with school, and I ended up getting hired as a student. Woo! So it all paid off. I love these stories, you guys. You can work while you're in school, just you got to be really dedicated, really focused, really motivated. You are paying for these schools, and obviously you're going to end up working in the field, so you'll be able to pay your school loans or your debt off, but it's a lot of hard work, a lot of sleepless nights. And a lot of people have done it with kids, and I don't know how they do it, but they do it. And you know, that just goes to show that you're able to do it. And don't let anything get in the way, you know. So I'm very proud of you, Cherish. You've got a job, she was hired as a student, and it all paid off. Many stories like that. Morgan, I will find out if I get an interview, I think within the next month. Ooh, that's exciting and scary at the same time, but we're rooting for you. Good luck, good luck. And also, I know many people who have applied 1, 2, 3 times. Like, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, I just want people to know that that's how competitive, and sometimes that's what happens, or sometimes people get put on a wait list, and you know, at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. I know you're going to be working really hard, but always stay positive. We're here for you. You know, this program is really hard. It's hard to get into. There's a lot of programs, but remember, don't give up, and you'll be just fine. Just winging it. OMG, I love you. Yee! Your photos are so amazing. And she has the same camera that we have, the Sony a6400, I believe. That's a great camera. Hi, Lillian. Makeup routine win. What's up? How are you doing today? Thanks for stopping by. Adora, nope, I'm starting my first year of college next year. I'm graduating high school this year. Oh, okay. Yes. So since you're starting your first year of college next year, what's the major at your school? Like, are you pre-ultrasound? Are you in like healthcare or something? Like for us, we have like health sciences, comprehensive medical imaging, we have like radiology, you know. There's all different types of titles that these programs are called. So some people don't know what to look for when they're looking for the programs. So I'm just interested in what yours is. And did they tell you like, hey, you need to have a 2-year medical background like beforehand, or is that what you found out researching, or how'd that work? How did you choose that school? Lashanta, is financial aid able to be used with any programs? That's a good question. Financial aid can be, I'm assuming, used at most programs, but you have to make sure that your program can take the certain financial aid that you're choosing, because like some medical schools only accept certain loans. I had FAFSA, financial aid, I think it's like federal something. I had FAFSA. And then in our Discord, they were talking about some different loan programs. Rachel knows it. Emma, do you remember? There's another like financial aid system that she was talking about. So if you join our Discord, I'm sure other people can help you with that. But yeah, usually financial aid can be used with most programs, but not all or any. Like you have to make sure that the school accepts the financial aid that you're getting. And I think most are like federal government loans. I'm assuming most of them will be able to take that, but You have to know like between them, like non-subsidized or subsidized. Look at the rates and the percentages that they are telling you about. And then just make sure your school, sometimes schools offer financial aid and they will tell you which ones they accept, like a list. So definitely check out your school. Which that's kind of hard because it's now like it's like you have to pay for these schools, so you're like trying to figure out your finances and how it works, and you have to just make sure everything works together. So definitely check the school and what they accept. Adora, the program is just under diagnostic medical sonography. Okay, that's good. I mean, I feel like they all should be, but some places aren't. A fun fact, I originally had medical imaging listed under my major, but I thankfully caught that and had to change it to DMS because they're different. Yeah, see? So I'm like, every program is different. Some might just say ultrasound. Some might say radiology. And the correct term is like DMS, Diagnostic Medical Sonography School. But you know, it's weird. You can be called ultrasound technologist, ultrasound tech, sonographer, and sometimes they say ultrasound technician, which many ultrasound technologists will tell you it's not ultrasound technician. So use that at your discretion if you want to call yourself ultrasound technician. Adora, I'm going to a community college for financial and location purposes. And yeah, the prereq for DMS is 2 years experience of direct patient care. Okay. Yeah, community college, I mean, that's great too. Our CSN used to be a community college, and now it's just called College of Southern Nevada. So, you know, it typically was a community college, and now it's just College of Southern Nevada. They took out community. So, you know, it's not bad. And CSN and UNLV are the two programs you can do ultrasound here. There was word and talk of another one, like a third one, and I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything about it yet. But once I do hear about it, I will let people know, because that's exciting, if there was another one. Now remember, in Vegas and in every place, you know, in different cities, there are different programs, but there are also so many hospitals, outpatient clinics, that they can put students in to practice and do clinicals. And you can only have so many students at each clinical and in each lab. So, you know, that's why these programs are hard to get into, because it's not like we have unlimited sources like nurses where you can put nursing students, like 40 of them out there, because we need so many nurses. It's like, yeah, we need a lot of ultrasound techs, but there's not enough ultrasound techs to teach these students the right way. And because there's not enough, you know, it makes the program much, much harder to get into. But that's also just a factor about it. Like, I don't know how many CSN accepts. I think it's less than 20 for sure. And then UNLV is definitely less than 20 for sure. I graduated with 7. Final. Thank God for financial aid. I have the FAFSA. The program will come out to be around $60,000 with the bachelor's. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot, but guess what? You'll make that in a year. So you'll make 60K in a year. I mean, obviously we have to live, we have to pay bills, we have to eat food, but there's like, I think you can pay FAFSA back in like 10 years or something. I think it depends on, you know, what you choose, and if there's like the taxes and stuff. It's all different, but my bachelor's program for 6 years was I'd say maybe around 24 to 26K. But Vegas is cheaper, so not too bad. But I did get FAFSA, so like some of that money, you know, I went shopping with, or I went to Disneyland with. Don't do that. I get no FAFSA. What? Why not? I know there's requirements for FAFSA, like you need to be full-time, I think, or I don't know, there's requirements for certain loans, like you need to take certain classes, or you need to have so many credit hours, or blah blah blah. So make sure you look that up too if you need financial aid. Wow, you guys, thanks so much for talking to me. It's been 55 minutes, and these things always go by so fast because you guys are amazing and ask a lot of questions, and I love it. Sometimes I come on here and I'm like, is anyone going to talk to me? So, thank you guys for coming. My arm is okay. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Let's do some like arm workouts. I work at 7 o'clock tomorrow. I mean, should I study? I don't know. Final, renal. Yeah, I know it's overpriced, but it was accelerated and community colleges were oversaturated. Yeah, see, but at the end of the day, it was worth it. Sometimes you gotta do that, and look at you now. You know, like, you're gonna make good money in the field, so that's okay. You're putting an investment into your future, and that's exactly what I think about when I started my 401k or Roth IRA or savings. When I went to school, my mom was like, don't worry about how much it costs, because at the end of the day, if you get a job that you really like and you get a good job, you'll be able to pay that off. I mean, my older sister, she did bachelor's, she did master's, and now she's doing PhD. So she's like in way more debt than me. But, you know, eventually she'll be able to pay that off. Emma, my parents supposedly make too much and they claim me as a dependent, which they might take me off. Oh, yeah. See, there's like all these rules and stuff. And they have to make a certain amount of money. But yeah. I totally get that. I totally get that. And if they take you off, I mean, because you're working, right? So will that work for you if they take you off? Because it will honestly really greatly help you if you get loans. And remember, you can always pay those loans back. Just make sure you try to get lower interest rates. Lower interest rates. Miss Yohi, yoga done. Yay, good job. Camel pose tried to kill me. I don't know what the camel pose is, but I'm gonna look it up. Or someone sent in the Discord. LaShanta. The program I'm applying to only accepts 14 a year. Only 30 get called for interviews. Oof. Yeah, that's scary. But at least 30 people get interviews. Like 30 is a pretty good number, but I know that there's like sometimes 50, 60, maybe even 100 people applying, which is crazy. But I'm curious that like a lot of these programs only accept once a year. I'm wondering, like, dang. You know, because you can, like, take students in, teach them, and as they go, you can take more students in. But I guess, you know, lots of places are oversaturated. And, but yeah, so the money I make, I have to list it on too. Oh, so you make too much. That's poopy. Are you saving money? Are you saving money for it? For college? Vinyl, the nursing students at my hospital, they're all going to a private college too. The program for them is like 160,000? That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of money. But you know, excuse me, I burped. They will make that in 2 years. 2 to 3 years they'll be able to. But I know it's not like we're putting money into our loans, and it's like we're not putting money into these programs like right away. But a lot of nurses, I think, and a lot of people will pay off their debt between 5 and 10 years. I mean, there's a lot of school debt in this country. Everyone trying to get an education. But right now the school loans are they're on halt again. I think it's like 0% still, and I think you don't have to pay them still. I think he extended it because it was supposed to end this month. But yeah. Emma, I didn't do any loans. I got a credit card instead because I have a lot saved up. So no sense in a loan. Okay, good. And did you do a credit card that like gives you money back? Like if you did that, ooh, like did you get a good credit card to like give you points or money back, cash back? I think this is what we're talking about when it came to credit cards and stuff, making sure you had like a really good credit card that, you know, works with the things that you're purchasing and what you're doing, and making sure that you're responsible with them. Oh, it's a Mariah. Hi. Hi, Mariah. Are you working? Mariah, you guys is a nurse as well. She's a nurse. Hello, Mariah. We're talking about school loans and stuff. Are you working? What you doing? Hi. Emma, I honestly don't know. Oh my gosh, you should check. You should check. But I mean, I'm glad that you were able to get it, you know, worked out and stuff. Mariah, I worked at my other job today. Work at the hospital the next 3. Ooh. Oh yeah, you got 2 jobs. Look at you go, girl. Get it. Get it. Get it. We're talking about loans. Do you have loans that you need to pay off? And credit cards. Me and Mariah used to talk about credit cards all the time. Emma, it's through my bank. Okay. That's good. I mean, you gotta start somewhere. And eventually, since you have the credit card and you're probably like paying it off and all these things, then your credit's gonna build and whatnot, and just be responsible. Yes, Mariah has student loans. She working real hard out there. But I paid all my interest already, so I'm just paying principal now. Oh, that's good. See, I don't know how much I have left. I think I have like 9,000 left. HCA pays into your current loan. Oh yeah, but you're full-time, so I don't think it will do that for me because I'm per diem. But eventually, when I get full-time, hopefully. So it's like, should I pay off the rest? I don't know. I'm just doing a little bit more than the minimum because, you know, I think it's like 10 years. Obviously, I don't want to take 10 years to pay this thing off. And I have the subsidized loans, so it's different than the unsubsidized loans, but it's not too bad. And, you know, I'm still able to live life how I want to live it. So, just depends on how your everyday looks. Rosalinda, hi! Was it hard for you at first while scanning to see what you were looking at? I have seen ultrasound videos. I can't figure out what they're seeing. Everything looks the same to me. Yeah, so basically when you start scanning, you're going to be like, what am I looking at? Even though you are looking at it and you have no idea what you're looking at, they're going to teach you. Your anatomy class is going to teach you what a liver looks like, what a kidney looks like, what a spleen looks like, what the aorta looks like, what the IVC looks like. And then you're going to take that lab class, and when you take that lab class, they're going to show you what the liver looks like, what the kidney looks like, what the spleen looks like, what the aorta and IVC looks like. So it's not like you're going to be lost. They'll teach you what it looks like. And the more you look at them on YouTube, you know, when people point them out, like, this is the liver, this is the spleen, this is the kidney, the more and more you look at them, the easier it gets for you to distinguish the organ from the rest of the bowel and from the rest of everything. Now, it is hard, you know, in the beginning because you're like, I don't know what I'm looking at, but they do teach you. I would say it takes a couple of weeks to be comfortable with scanning and knowing what you're looking at. But even 20-year techs, sometimes they see things and they don't know what they're looking at, or it's like, what is that? Because you're going to see some random stuff. So everything does look the same at first, but trust me, you'll learn. And definitely taking an anatomy class will help you figure out what the ultrasound looks like. I mean, babies though, those are the hardest thing. Babies for me are very hard. Babies for other people are really easy. So it kind of just depends on you, what you learn, how much you learn it, how often you scan it, and all that stuff. LaShanta, yeah, they say close to 100 apply each year. Intimidating, but I only need an interview. That's what I'm praying for. I'm located in East Texas. Oh, okay. Yeah, so when you join our Discord, we actually have a lot of people that are in Texas, and that's really cool. You can connect, talk with them, and that's a lot of people, 100 people. Dang, it is intimidating, but do your best at the interview. Like, if you get an interview, that's where you're really going to stand out. You know, have personal things that will be like unique to you and that will stand out to them so that they can remember you. Something that makes you stand out. That's like the most important part about an interview, because everyone's going to say the same thing. Everyone has good grades. Everyone wants this field so bad. Everyone did good in anatomy. Everyone wants to help others and be in the medical field. Well, what is something special, unique? What is your passion in life? Like, what is something that happened to you, you know, that hasn't happened to anyone else or something? So definitely focus on that interview. And in our Discord, we talk about interviews and interview help. So Mariah, yeah, you're rich. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. They only take in one class a year. Yeah, it's mainly like that at most places. 1 class a year. It's so crazy. A lot of people are like, ultrasound is easy. No, 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 no. It's hard to get into these programs. It's very competitive. It's hard to get in. You really have to shine. You really have to push through. You really have to know someone. You really have to network. It's a lot. It's a lot. Ben Griffiths, hi. Welcome. So we've been talking for about an hour. If nobody else has any questions, you guys, I probably should study for about an hour. I should study for an hour. And, you know, because I got to go to sleep tonight early because I work at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Hopefully my, you know, symptoms aren't too bad tomorrow, but, ow, here's that sore arm. Brr. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hi, Crystal. Hi. Emma went to bed because she lives on the East Coast, and it's nighttime. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Y'all got school. Rosalinda, in what modalities are you registered in? So I took SPI in April 2017. Then I took abdomen in September 2017. And then I took vascular in January 2018. So I've got abdomen and vascular. And right now I'm studying for pediatrics. They say that pediatrics and vascular are the 2 hardest ones. So I'm like really nervous and anxious because I get test anxiety. Test anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody else get test anxiety? Or is it just me? Thank you for being here, Rosalinda, Ben, Crystal, Mariah, everyone who stopped by. LaShanta. Thank you, thank you. I think I should study now. Thank you for being here, Vinyl. You guys, if you haven't already entered the 2K giveaway, go enter that. Final, I want to get abdomen, vascular, and eventually echo. Good job. And then when you get echo, you can teach me because I need to be taught how to do echo. But yay, that's exciting. Abdomen and vascular are like the 2 common ones. And lots of people get OB, especially if they want to be in an OB clinic. So definitely do what you want to do. Do what you like first. Do what is something that's interesting to you. Because I wish I did vascular first. I did abdomen first and I failed it. Took it again, passed it. Then I did vascular second, and then I passed it the first time. But I really understood vascular. I really like vascular. So, you know, take the board exam that you really enjoy, that you really understand first. Okay, and study really hard. Thank you for your time. Oh, thank you guys for your time. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and asking questions and talking. Vinyl, you better. Echo. Crystal, thank you. Hope your arm feels better tomorrow. Thank you. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you updated. Owie. It's sore. When I sleep, it hurts the mostest. Because I'm like, I like to lay on my right side, so now I have to lay on my left side. Good night, neighbor. Good night, LaShanta. Vinyl, I'm loving ultrasound in general. It's a surprise each time you scan someone. You never know what you're going to get. Yes, that's the best part. I love ultrasound. You never know. Everything's different. Everybody's made up of the same organs, but everyone has a different, you know, way where their kidney sits. Everyone's uterus sits differently. You know, everyone has different things going on. And everything, you know, not one person is made the same inside. I don't know. Does that make sense? I mean, we're all the same, but we're not. Okay, you guys, until next hangout, don't forget to like this video, comment down below if you learned something today, and also enter that 2K giveaway. And then once we get to 3K, y'all, I got a really good giveaway. So if you guys help me get to 3K, you will see what we're gonna give away. We're gonna give away something really fun and that you guys will definitely use on your ultrasound journeys. So stick around for that. Get me to 3K. Oh my gosh, Vanessa, hi. I'm getting off now, but if you rewatch this, oh my gosh, we talked about a lot. Talked about my arm, talked about schools, talked about scanning, all that jazz. Thank you so much for popping in, and as always, we'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you're being kind to one another, because sometimes many people who are mean, They don't know what is going on, and you don't know what's going on in everyone's life. Everyone's going through something. Everyone's going through a different hardship. So please be nice and kind to one another. Stay positive. Okay, bye. Love you guys. Love you, Mariah. Oh, have a good week at work. I'm going to go to work tomorrow, and then we're going to study on Wednesday. Okay, bye. And then go to sleep, y'all, on the East Coast. Now, how do I end this thing? Okay, I'll text you.